Hello, once again let's continue with the chapter. At what kind of place would you like to live? This one. Or this one? Most probably the second one. But, why? Because it has everything you want. Just like you, hunters and gatherers also prefer the places where they can get everything they want. And what they wanted? Simple, they wanted stones. Right, miss? So, they prefer to live at places where they can get required stones. Places where stone was found and where people made tools are known as factory sites. And do you know? Sometimes, people lived here, at such places for longer spells of time. Such sites are called habitation-cum-factory sites. Wow! Some places where they lived are marked here. Before we continue, I have an important term to explain. It is sites. Sites are places where the remains of things, tools, pots, buildings, etc. were found. These were made, used and left behind by people. These may be found on the surface of the earth, buried under the earth, or sometimes even underwater. Do you know how we made stone tools? No. Don't worry, I will tell. We made it using two methods. The first is called stone on stone. Here, the pebble from which the tool was to be made, also called the core, was held in one hand. Another stone, which was used as a hammer, was held in the other hand. The second stone was used to strike off flakes from the first, till the required shape was obtained. The second is pressure flaking. Here the core was placed on a firm surface. The hammer stone was used on a piece of bone or stone that was placed on the core, to remove flakes that could be shaped into tools. There are evidences that these people even knew about fire. At these places ashes were found. Do you know around 12,000 years ago, there was a climate change. This led to the growth of grasslands, due to which grass-eating animals increased. Here's when people thought of herding and rearing animals. Fishing also became important by this time. This was also a time when several grain-bearing grasses, including wheat, barley and rice, grew naturally in different parts of the subcontinent. Men, women and children probably collected these grains as food, and learned where they grew, and when they ripened. This may have led them to think about growing plants on their own. There are three main periods in history: first Paleolithic, second Mesolithic, and third Neolithic. Let's study them in detail. Paleolithic period refers to the earliest period. This comes from two Greek words, paleo, meaning old, and lithos, meaning stone. It extends from 2 million years ago to about 12,000 years ago. This long span of time covers 99% of human history. Do you remember we just talked about climate change? This occurred in Mesolithic period. This extends from 12,000 years ago till about 10,000 years ago. Stone tools found during this period are generally tiny, and are called microliths. The next stage is, from about 10,000 years ago, is known as the Neolithic period. Do you know we also knew to paint? You can see this painting also, it's a proof. Yes, I do know about this. There are a lot of caves with such paintings. Some of the best examples are from Madhya Pradesh and southern Uttar Pradesh. Yeah. These paintings show wild animals, drawn with great accuracy and skill. Were the works assigned to men and women different? No, both did all works like hunting animals, gathering fruits and nuts, and making stone tools, etc. Do you know ostriches were found in India during the Paleolithic period? Yes, I know large quantities of ostrich eggshells were found at Patan in Maharashtra. Now look at the map. Here, a number of habitation-cum-factory sites which were Paleolithic were found. And locally available limestone was most used.